Hey y'all, I am Marie. I'm doing a podcast for the first time. I know I'm a minute early, but I'm so excited, so I decided to come on in a little quick. So I'm gonna wait till everybody get in so we can talk about it and get this thing started. I'm a few seconds early. It's like 5:50. Okay, it's 6 o'clock, but I'm still gonna wait a little while. Well, not a little while, but just a little bit until some people get to rolling in so we can talk about it. Hey, welcome in. We're going to jump right in as soon as a few more people get in. We're going to talk about it today, y'all. We're talking about it. So if you would like to join in, I do not know how to do this, but I will try to I don't know how to put y'all in, how to put you in here. Okay, let me see. Post comment. Okay, let me see. This is my first time, so bear with me. Okay. Okay, so if you want to jump in, somebody please jump in with me. Hey, spiritualists. I put the link here. Let me put it right here. So someone can jump on here with me so I won't be alone. But I'm going to go ahead and start since I have two of y'all in here. Look, we can make this work with two people. Okay, so as you know, I'm always doing Facebook and YouTube teaching. But I really would like to do a podcast. Me and my sister were talking the other day. She said, what is it that you really want to do on YouTube besides teach? I said, have a podcast because all of my family and friends come to me for advice. So I want to have my own podcast. So the first question, I have some questions here, and then we're going to talk about it. So the first question is texting cheating? Comment down below or join in. Do y'all think texting your man, texting another woman, is that cheating? Somebody put it down below. Let me see. Y'all tell me what y'all think, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Do you think if your man is texting another woman, is that considered cheating? Yes. Okay, just me, Carolyn. Yes. I feel the same way. I feel like texting someone is very like intimate and personal because that's the first thing on your mind. Like in the morning times, it's a good morning. Hey girl, hey Shisa Wells. Girl, I'm trying this podcast to see how this worked for me. This is something that I've been wanting to do, so I'm trying it out, and I want it to be juicy. I made the first podcast titled Juicy because I want it to be juicy. It's a topic, huh? So, do you feel like if your man is texting a woman, is that considered cheating? Because mental connection is just as bad, if not worse, than physical. I agree. It's called emotional cheating. That is true. I feel like if a man wake up in the morning and the first thing he do is text her or another woman, like you're waking up with her on your mind, that is cheating to me. Like cheating. That is so cheating. Okay, so here's another question. Say you and your man, y'all in Walmart, and your man see his ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, ex-whatever in the store. Do you think it's okay for him to say hey to her? Or should he just keep going forward and doing what he do? What y'all feel about that? It's called, yes. How do y'all feel about that? If you in the store with your man and he see his ex and he wave at her, he giving her too much eye contact, or even I have seen some men even go as far as giving the woman a hug. I went crazy in the Walmart. But do y'all think, hey Nikki, hey girl. So if anyone wants to get on here with me, on this panel with me, you're more than welcome. Actually, I would appreciate somebody to get up here with me because, it's my first time doing this. So yeah, the question is, if you in public and your man see his ex, is it okay for him to say hey to her? Should he keep on going? Why have bad blood? Go ahead and speak. Well, okay. Okay, Carolyn. Okay, I can see that. It just depends on I'm big on looking at my man, seeing how he looking. So if he like looking too long, or he's smiling, or he forget that I'm even standing there, then that's when it becomes a problem to me. That's when it becomes a problem to me. When you forget that I'm standing there, or you two engage. I don't know. Like, but Carolyn, you're right. Why have bad blood? I guess it's okay to speak. It just depends. It depends. Now, if it's a situation where you know the girl, y'all didn't had issues before, and you better keep your head straight. You better keep on walking, because you already know. um. Okay, so here's another question. Oh yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, that's an issue. A friendly hey is fine. A friendly hey, spiritually say, it definitely depends. It definitely depends on the history. Now, if this man didn't say, oh my God, she was my first love, she broke my heart, and I took a long time to get over her, you see how you better keep walking, because I ain't got time for you going down memory lane in front of me. I have seen my ex around his new woman, and we did not speak at all. It was like we never knew each other. And never knew each other. And Teresa, I'm glad you said that. Me and my sister were talking about that. We were saying how, you know, how you can be in love with someone, y'all be together for years, and when you break up, it's almost like you're complete strangers. Complete strangers. Kelly say, I hear that. But it's so crazy how you can be with someone for years, and once you break up, it's like it never happened. It's like you're complete strangers, and it's so weird. It's super weird. Okay, let me see. How do y'all feel about your man having his ex on his social media, like being friends on Facebook, friends on Instagram? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's okay? Or it's like, why you holding on? Or do it depend on the situation? Maybe they have kids together and that's why they're friends on there. Like, how do y'all feel about your ex still friends and like friends and following each other on social media? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Because I don't know. It just depends. Everything just depends. It depends on how this man act about the situation. That's what it depends on for me. It depends on how he take the situation. Like how he ain't over it. Like it depends on that for me. So how would y'all feel about that? Them still being friends on Facebook. Them still being friends on social media. I put the link down here, y'all, so y'all can get on here. Somebody get on here with me. Somebody get on here with me. Definitely not down with that. Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't, I, no, I don't like it. Because no, I don't like that. It's too comfortable for me. Like you said, why are you holding on? Situation doesn't matter because it's co-parenting is involved and managed well. It should be fine. Yeah, if it's co-parenting, that's fine. But if it's an ex, like, why are you still looking at her pictures? Why are you no? I'm not liking the sound of this. The sound of what, Teresa? Look, I'm trying to start me a new podcast. I'm trying to see how things are, honey. I'm just trying something different. Like, I noticed that a lot of drama videos get a lot of attention. I don't want drama on my podcast, but I want to talk about real life situations that we have been through or we have heard of from other people. And don't heart nothing in all caps. In all caps, nothing. Do not heart anything. Don't even like it. Okay, so here's another question. Me and my sister thought about all these questions. Like, we was just thinking. We watch a lot of reality TV, so we just took stuff out there and we just wrote stuff. We just wrote stuff down. Okay, so what about if you're okay? Sometimes when couples break up, the woman or man be so tied in with the family, they still come around the family, even though that the situation is broken up. How do you feel about the ex being over when you come there? I want to do that too. We need more podcasts like Red Table Talk, Yes, like Jada do. I would love to join a panel, but I'm in a bunny having a drink. Nikki, come on, girl. Get on here. Take the bunny off. You can have a drink, honey. It's all cool with me. I'm cool with that. So, the question that I had put on the title was, I put the link in the comments. I hope it's showing up. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, click the link in the comments. It's like the second comment. It got a little crazy. Not too camera. Yes, you can keep the camera off. That's fine. Uh-oh. Oop. Okay. You can keep it off. That's cool. Now, I hope I can be able to join you in, girl. Go back. I'm recording.
I get shot.
Yes. It's my son. Okay, so it's a no for me, especially if it's a drama queen. It's a no for me because it's going to be so uncomfortable and it's going to cause situations with your significant other that does not need to be started. I could see, no, I don't know. I was just about to say, if we knew she was going to be there or whatever, then we probably wouldn't go. But then it's like, hold on, I'm part of the family now. Why should I not go because she's there? It's just weird. And I feel like it shouldn't be like that. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Hey.
Hey. I figured it out.
You figured it out. Look, it's new to me too. So the question I was saying was, how do you feel about if you're with your partner and then the ex is at the home, y'all having a cookout with his family, but then you come there, like, how would you feel about that?
Okay. I wonder, is that me doing the echo?
Is it? It's echoing. Can you hear it?
I know it's like I hear it, like, but I got all my stuff down. I wonder, do I need to put my earpods in?
I think when I was on a live one time, it was like you have to turn off the volume on the YouTube video.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go out and come back in and see.
Okay, that's cool. Give us 1 second, guys. We're trying to get it together so we can chit chat, so we can talk. But yeah, guys, I don't know if y'all have any questions. Y'all can put them in the chat. If y'all want to ask me a question, ask me a question. This is not sin with YouTube and Facebook. This is sin. So y'all can ask me questions.
Okay,
You there, Nikki?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we good. So Carolyn asked what was the question. So Carolyn, the question was, would you feel how would you feel if your significant other's ex was at his family's gathering with you there? Like how would you feel about that? Like how would y'all feel?
Okay. Now I'm gonna answer the question from me because this has actually happened. Because
Oh,
I had, I was married, I was married at one point, then I got divorced, but we had children. He moved on faster than I did, obviously.
yeah, they
So
do.
because, I had, my boys, I had my kids, and they were still young, we had to interact, because I really wasn't one of those, baby mamas, just be nasty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So actually, because and eventually they went on ahead and got married. So at that
Oh,
point, it was nothing we could do anyway. So basically, if it wasn't for the children, that I wouldn't, there would be no way I would be in a family function. I don't even right now, thank God my kids are grown now, so
yeah.
we have totally nothing to talk about. I ain't know his
Nothing.
social media, he ain't know my social media, none of that.
Nothing.
Don't call me. We ain't got nothing to talk about now that the kids is grown. But before my kids was grown, yeah, because he was married to her, so we had to, interact. But
Yeah.
all that other stuff, no, ma'am.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no. But it's like I've been in a situation like that before too. Like I've been the current girlfriend, and when I got there, she was there. I mean, I kept it cool because I'm not about to like embarrass myself, and look crazy. But it was a
Hmm.
little awkward. It was
Yeah.
awkward
Oh, yeah. It's definitely awkward
for
because
both
even,
parties. For
yeah, because
both
even
parties.
with us, and we had a very tumultuous marriage. Like
Oh
it was
my.
tumultuous. I mean, you know, when you think, when you think you're hiding stuff from your kids, you're really not hiding anything from your kids. Even if they don't see y'all arguing in front of them. Oh, but trust and believe. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was definitely a lot of awkward moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just with that alone. So I can imagine, thank God, I'm at this age where I really don't have to worry about it too much.
Yes.
But back then, oh yeah. I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah,
Girlfriend
it's
or
a
not.
lot. It can be a lot because as a matter of fact, when my oldest son, he's 16 now, but when he was a little younger, his dad, moved on with someone else, and it was just like she didn't want us to communicate. She wanted, my son to call, and I'm cool with that. But when it comes to the important things, I think I should be able to speak to his dad. It's nothing like that. I mean, I have my own significant other. He's present when I'm talking. I say, even if she would like to be present when we're having a conversation, she could have. It was nothing like that. It's overdone, been overdone. But now he's older. He's able to communicate with his dad on his own, and I like it that way. Less
True.
drama.
That's the same way. That is the same way I handled, because she didn't like it too tough neither. But he was just like, look, at the end of the day, those my kids' mother. So therefore, you gonna be in my life. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to.
Yes.
She ain't doing. He was just like, she ain't disrespecting you in no kind of way. So
Yeah.
there's no need for you to feel any kind of way. There is no feelings between us at all. So it's no reason for you to feel insecure at all. I even had a conversation with her. It was
Yeah.
even at one point, because I spent time in the military,
Oh,
that
okay.
well, I actually retired from the military when I was overseas. And my mom, because he was military too, and my mom, she would care for the kids when we both, would be, out to sea.
Yeah.
But sometimes he would come in before me. So he would go home, because my mom stayed in Miami. So, him and her would travel, to Miami, to go
Oh,
and, pick up my kids. And she would wait in a car. My mom told her, ain't no need for you to be sitting in that hot car waiting. Ain't no problem for you coming upstairs waiting on him to come and get these kids. Ain't no problem, with you doing that. That's
yeah.
just being adults about it. That's what co-parenting is all about, whether y'all like each other or not. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yes.
guess it took for my mother to do that for her to finally see, like, okay, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry
Because
about.
then it was nothing. And then, like you said, once my kids turned 16 and they were able to call him on their own, we really had no communication unless it was school related and
True.
we had to talk, or
Yes.
if they ended up in a hospital, or
Exactly.
some emergency. But other than that, hey, it was all good after that point.
Well, that's good, but it takes time getting there, especially when feelings are still involved. Because as women, we don't get over the situation as quick as the guys. The guys will move on
Hmm.
to someone else, and sometimes they're not over. They're just trying to code it, like just cover it up and just try to move on to something quick. Because a lot of men are codependent on us. A lot of them
Hmm.
are. So they
Hmm.
have to find
Hmm.
another woman to do the things that we were doing just to, get back into a situation. That's how it is sometimes.
Hmm.
Okay, I have a comment. It says, I've sent my kids to their side of the family gatherings. However, there isn't a reason for my presence. Like you seeing, I've been to my husband's family gathering and the ex was there, unfortunately. And then let me see what this says. Had to leave because my patience is low when it comes to the BS. She kept wanting to pass by with indirect comments. Oh my, see, no. Now that's different there. She out of line. She out of line. And I'm gonna be honest
Yeah.
with you. I'm gonna be honest. I would be looking at the family like, y'all need to choose right now. I know it's wrong. I know. Look, I've been here the longest. I got the kids. So homegirl needs to go. That if I was like Nikki's, wait, hold on. If it was like Nikki said, a mature encounter and all the adults were able to get along, yeah, that's different. But when she keep passing by with
Hmm.
indirect comments, I'm gonna tell my ex, you need to check her before I
Hmm.
do,
Hmm.
because you need to check her, because this ain't
Absolutely.
exactly being
Absolutely.
adults. Yes, it's like, you know, no, like we cool. I could be in a whole different area. Just do not come in my space with the negative energy and all that. Don't
Hmm.
do it.
Hmm.
Let me see. I don't go any more family gatherings, and he doesn't either. The disrespect isn't it's not acceptable
Not
at
at
all.
all. And
No,
I
like,
hate to see that. I
yeah,
really hate to see that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it would be nice, even though that would be, in a whole, grateful world if we all
yes,
could get along,
yeah.
but we know that ain't, especially when it come to, I don't want to just say when it come to us, because we know they have just as much drama and issues
Yeah,
too,
they do,
you
they
know.
do.
But I wish we can, learn how to sometimes just for the kids put those things to the side and just
I
be able to focus on the children.
I agree. I feel like my son and his father could have been closer if the girlfriend, wasn't having her 2 cents in. Like my son doesn't really go over to their house like that, you know,
Mm.
and it's sad, that's his dad, and the bond isn't the way it should be because she has her 2 cents in and he's basically in the middle, but he not, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that because it was, yeah, well, I can't really say that because my boys, it, I really can't say that because my boys, they have an awesome relationship with their
well,
dad,
that's good. That's
you
good.
know. So that was, that's what I love because, I lost my dad when I was 2 years old,
Oh my
you
goodness.
know, and my mom, she never dated in front of me. So I
Oh,
never knew what it was to, have a man, in my life. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? And I'm a female, but I had two boys, you know what I'm saying? I also had a daughter, but she passed, when she was two,
Oh, sorry
so
to
I
hear that.
felt it was really important for my kids' father to be in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because he could teach
Exactly.
them things that I can't teach them. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So I do love that, once we did manage to get along, that she didn't destroy that bond, between, my boys and they dad. You know what I'm saying? Because even right now with my youngest, he's actually living with them now.
Oh wow. See, that's great. That's good. See,
Yeah, he's
he
actually
picked one.
living with
He
them
picked
now.
one that was for him and also that love his kids. Like I don't see how a
Hmm.
man could be with a woman that don't love his kids, but hey, it's a lot of them out there.
Absolutely. I can never, that's the one thing I can never understand. How could you leave your children to go and take care of somebody else's kids?
Thank you, but they do it every day. I had that same situation, and the kid was actually my son's friend that was living with his dad and the girl, and I'm like, you taking him to the mall, you doing this, you doing that, but what about my son? But my son good. You know, my boyfriend, we've
Hmm.
been together 11 years. He's wonderful. You can't even tell that's not his son. He treats him
Hmm.
just like his son. So he good over here, but they all want their dads.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I definitely, because even, I be like, even as an adult, I be like, damn, I wonder, if my dad would have been here, how different things would have been for me. You know what
That's
I'm
true.
saying?
That's true. That is
So,
so true. I think, see, my dad was like in and out my life. And so I think if he would have been steady, like my boyfriend is with my daughter, I think I would have made better choices, in life. Now I wouldn't change
mhm.
anything because I love my kids and everything, but I think my choices and then my tolerance of men would be totally different. Like it's a lot I would not take. Would have
Oh, whew. Just like the title, like when you said the title, I was just like, baby. Cause that's like another reason why I can't be mad at her, because my situation is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just
Oh,
like, I had just graduated high school. Hadn't really had
okay.
no boyfriends in high school. Went to the military. Immediately got pregnant.
Oh
Wasn't
my
my plan.
goodness.
You know what
So
I'm saying? And it's kind of like when I actually found out she was actually in our life the whole time.
what?
It was just that he married me because I had the baby and we could get money and he can move off the boat.
Oh my goodness. These men and their hidden agenda. Look,
Yes. Yes.
those military men, when I was younger, I was like, when I get grown, I'm gonna marry me a military man because he get this, he get that for being married and kids. Them men something else. Them men be having families all around the world. Uh-uh.
Okay. Trust,
Some of them,
honey.
not all.
I'm not gonna say, but let me tell you, by doing a whole 20 years, I done seen my listen. I could tell y'all some stories, honey. Y'all be like, uh.
Mm-mm.
I'm actually, like
No.
I say, I'm actually one of them stories, because it wasn't until I was actually pregnant with my second son that's when I found out.
Really? Look,
Yes,
but
yes.
we be blinded by love, and they keep us occupied now.
Hmm. Girl, if I could really throw the dagger in it for y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and make a spectacle out of myself. It is what it is. Girl. when, cause like I told you, I had just went in. We was on our first deployment. We was in St. Thomas. Matter of fact, that's when I got pregnant. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
find out. I didn't find out until we got back. We got back to the States, and he took me to go meet his family. Girl, went to
Oh,
go meet his family, and at this time we was friends. I didn't know I was pregnant, so we was you
oh,
know he just had invited me because I had no family meeting me on the pier. So he was just like, "Come home with me" or whatever, and I was just like, "Okay, cool." I go home with him and I meet his family. Then he takes me to go meet his sister
what?
in college. She was his sister roommate in college.
Oh no, see,
Yes, girl.
no.
And
Oh,
the fact is he had us in the same
so
car together. We took up to the store. I had no idea that they was
see
even talking
the
about,
betrayal.
yeah, about even being in a relationship. I told him, I said, if I said, you didn't even have to pick me. I said, you didn't even have to pick me. If you always loved this girl, because he ended up with her, I'm like, if this was the girl, all you had to do was be like, okay, you know what? It is what it is. We could have co-parent. You ain't had to wait till I had another baby from your ass.
I know. Look, that was so funny when you said you didn't have to pick me. You didn't have to pick me. You could have left me where I was. I would have
Left
been
me
just
where I
fine.
was. Okay? Left me where I was. I would have took my son. You know what I'm saying? And we could have did what it did. But
Yes.
goddamn, you got me pregnant another time. And then you married me knowing I was like, you could have married her. And
You could have married her.
you could have married her. He still could have been in the same position. He could have still moved off the boat.
Yeah.
You ain't had to
Well,
marry me
well,
and come
I'ma
be
say
on
he
this
did
thing.
love you. He loved you now, some kind of way. He loved you.
Shit.
Cause he did, he chose you. And you
Oh,
said he could
excuse
have done
me.
the same thing with her. So he loved you. He chose.
Girl.
But
Girl, he could have left me alone. All the hell I had to go through with that SOB. Woo!
I know.
The trauma, the PTSD. Woo!
It's terrible. Carolyn said, how can you have a whole family and never check on yours? Y'all on
Mm-hmm.
target with this one. That is so true.
Hmm.
Men do it all the time. Men will be half daddies to their kids and go get with a woman and just do the most. And don't be afraid to hide it either. And
Mm-mm.
and and I get mad at the woman too because you sitting up, you know this man got a child. You sitting up here, long as your kid's good, you fine, which is wrong. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's wrong. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just checking in. I'll talk to you later. Keep up the hard work. Thank you, Juicy. Carolyn said these men, yeah, these men are a mess
Mm.
in our trip. She said he is wrong.
Mm.
He is wrong.
Thank you, Miss Carolyn.
So let's say you've been with your man for years and then a woman, because I have to ask myself, if a woman come to you and say, okay, I've been, messing with your man, it ain't nothing sexual, but we texting and we doing all this and that. Like, how do you leave the man? Do you stay with the man? Like, how do you feel about that?
Ew. Hmm. Cause I did see this on social media go down.
Oh, you did?
If I could be a little messy with it.
Oh,
I mean, if I could be a little messy with it, and I'm like, baby, ain't no
thank you,
way.
spiritualist, for the super sticker. Thank you so much.
I'm like, ain't no way.
Ain't no,
Ain't no way. You gonna get on here and then have receipts?
yeah, see, these men get too comfortable, too relaxed. I don't understand it. If you gonna do your dirt, don't let me find out. Don't let me see it. Don't let me hear it. And don't get no woman the reason to come to me and tell me about my man, because then it's gonna be a problem. I don't like
Say it again.
that. I do not like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No. Now,
I ain't
cause
gonna.
I'm thinking about me. I'm gonna keep it real. I probably like seeing. Okay, so I don't know. If a woman came and told me that my man been texting her, I'm gonna be mad. But I don't know. I don't know if I would leave. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me see. Okay. Well, nah. I'm a. You know what? Because if you planning, especially if you plan it, especially depending on what y'all sex. You know, I understand sex is sex. I
Yeah.
get it. Sex is sex to a lot of people. A lot of people
True.
can't have sex with no feelings,
True.
but at the end of the day, it's too much out here. It's too much going on. And if you
That's my
feel you
thing.
want to, you feel that you want to meet up with somebody else, if that's what y'all talking about, meeting up or you giving money or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So now you taking money out of our household.
Yeah. Exactly. And
You
that's
taking
the
money,
problem.
exactly. You taking money out of our household. That's a major problem.
That's a major
Second of
problem.
all, you talking about going to be intimate with somebody else, that's another problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then, and like I say, I don't want to, but I just seeing this situation, how it was, and I'm like, and you sitting up here talking about you don't use condoms.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh no, ma'am.
No.
Oh no, ma'am. Oh no,
No.
ma'am.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nah, nah, I'm sorry. It's just nope, I'm out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because one thing that I have learned, over the years, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, especially us, it's really hard for us to really find, good men out here.
It is. It is.
But there are good men out here and you don't have to put up with that mess.
And that's true. But I think a lot of, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of us, a lot of women, their fear is leaving the man that they're with and get with something that's worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
fear. I'm gonna be honest. That's a fear for me as well. Like my boyfriend, he's a homebody, and he works. He come home and he take the kids to practice or whatever. So if a woman told me that he was cheating, I probably would go crazy because I'm not gonna say I 100% trust him because he's still a man at the end of the day, but I would be like a little shocked because he's always at home. Now if he start coming home later or leaving, I'm like, hold on now, because this ain't what you do. Don't be looking sideways at him.
Look, and because I think, because I was, married those 10 years, I was afraid too. And that was like my first love. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? That was the first guy I
yes,
had ever been with. You know what I'm saying? And it was not only did I have children by him, I have lost children by him as well.
oh yes,
So I never would have thought that I would actually be able to find love again. You know what I'm
that's true.
saying? I actually did, so that was a fear of mine. And partially that's why I stayed. But then
Yes,
also once I started getting, you know, um, seeing just the constant disrespect, it was just like, you know what, you got to have some self-respect for you because your kids are seeing this. And
exactly.
believe it or not, my kids, even though I say we didn't really fight or argue or whatever, but it was a lot of tension. And my
Yeah.
kids actually told me that they wish I would have left way
Oh, oh,
before I did.
oh wow.
Yeah, when I had, I really had this conversation with my boys probably about 2 years. No, yeah, probably about 2 years ago. Cause my
Hmm.
youngest, he just turned 21. I think at that time he was 20. And we honestly, had a heart to heart. And it was just like because the tension between y'all was so bad, it was just like we were uneasy. We can
Yeah,
feel it. You know what I'm saying? And then just when they would go with their dad and they would hear certain things, they was, they actually was thinking this is the way we treat women. You know,
And that's true.
you
Yeah,
know, they was really thinking that way. Like this is the way
that's
we
true.
supposed to treat women. And I'm like, no,
No,
no, no, no. You know, that is not how you treat women. And we got to, as women, we got to realize that our kids, no matter what, they see these things. And when we talk about generational curses and stuff like that,
mm-hmm.
I had to think about, okay, my boys, they're gonna be dating. And I don't want them to do this to nobody else's daughter.
Nobody else. And see, they looked up to their dad. So if they dad doing it to their
Mm,
mom, then it's okay. That's just
exactly.
what does it say? They they lead by example. And yeah,
Yes.
that's one example we don't want them to lead by.
Mm-mm. You know, because they're getting out, you know, that's the message that they're getting. So as they get grown and go to dating, they go and they continue that same behavior. You know, and I just didn't want my kids to go out here and make babies with women, you know, and now
No.
you got this baby mama and that baby mama and that baby mama and that baby mama.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That's not what we doing, you
That's
know.
not what.
So
No,
that's why I end up, you know, having to, you know, okay, you know what, Nikki, no, this is not healthy.
it's not.
This is not good. This is not good for my kids. This is not good for my grandkids, you know, when they come into the world. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want this to, you know, be something that they feel, because I didn't go through it. You know, even
Exactly.
though my mama dated, you know, when my father died, she never brought anybody around me. I didn't
And
find
that's
out my
good.
mama, I didn't find out my mama had a boyfriend that she had been dating for 15 years till
Oh
I
my
went in the
goodness.
military and came home.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm. So there's,
Sometimes I think that's best, like when it's a fresh breakup or whatever. I think it's best because that first person you get with is probably not going to be the person that you're going to continue to be with. So why keep showing your kids different men until
hmm
you know he's the one that you want to bring around your kids? You don't want your
hmm
kids to see men in and out, in and out.
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. And then I have a daughter. And so, I told her dad, I say, we're gonna keep this cordial. We gonna do this or we're not, because she's looking. She watches everything I do.
Hmm.
And I want her to make the right decision, choices about a man, even though she's 9, but
Hmm.
still, I just want her to see what it's like for how a man treats a woman. Like, I want
That's
her to
it.
know that.
Absolutely.
So she will not settle
Absolutely.
for nothing. I don't want her settling for stuff because, my very first situation, um, it was a mess. I was young and I thought I was in love, but it was
Hmm.
terrible. And I'm so thankful that I'm out of that situation because
Hmm.
it was getting crazy.
Yes, girl, I cannot tell you, even though, you know, I have been through some duds after my divorce, but finally, can I say the gloomy skies is gone and the sun is raining down on my parade, okay? I got
That's
me a good
good.
one, okay? A good one.
Oh, that is wonderful. Look, like to hear that.
Yeah,
Listen,
so
daughter.
I like to encourage. Do not stay, you know, because that's the one thing I hate to keep. No, I'm gonna keep going back to this because this content creator just irks my nerves. You know what I'm saying? And it just really irks my nerve because it's like, girl, you got 5 boys and a daughter.
Yes.
You
I'm gonna
got
turn my.
5 boys and a daughter. You are creating.
Uh-oh.
And then you are encouraging women. You are encouraging women to stay in these toxic relationships when you should be encouraging these women. You don't have to put up with this.
You don't
You
have.
don't have to put up with this. I
You
know
don't.
it's hard. I know it's hard.
It's hard. I've been in
It's
the same.
hard.
I know who you're referring to, and my situation is similar. Since 17, first everything, and then I had my child at 21,
Mm-hmm.
and and I just my family disliked this guy. Like they were like, you can do so much better. Why are you wasting your time? You know, he was. We were young. You know, we came up together a little bit. So he was a cheater. I kept dealing with. It. I was like, you don't have to deal with that. But I just could not find the courage to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally did, I was like, girl, it was that easy.
Right. Right. You
It was that
really
easy.
exactly. And then you begin to have a peace of mind once you start really focusing on you, focusing on your children. You know, you don't have time to really focus on you start leaving that bad behind.
You
You
do.
start looking at the betterment of your future, the betterment of
Yes.
your kids' future. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody out here that's gonna love you. You just have to love yourself first.
Yes.
Deal with
And
your
there's no rush
own.
on it. You don't have to
Exactly.
rush. You have to
Exactly.
heal. You know, just don't just jump in something just to have. You have to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on yourself, focus on your kids, make sure your kids good mentally, because this stuff takes a toll on kids. Just like you
Mm-hmm.
said, like you didn't know your kids knew anything. These kids know everything.
Everything. And
They
it's on
can
the
tell
internet.
when our energy is off. They can tell when we're not in the mood. And I
Mm-hmm.
like say if I get in like me and my boyfriend argue over something simple. I'm in a bad mood about it because we just argued, but I can't like push that energy off on my kids. And I have before, and my son was like, "Mom, you can't get mad." And I'm like, "You're right. It's not y'all fault."
Mm-hmm. That's true, you know.
Yeah,
It's true, it's just, I really, I really like encouraging women to, there's no need for you to stay in a toxic relationship. Why let a man keep breaking you down? Why do we feel we have to keep putting up with struggle love? Why do
that's
we
true.
feel we have to deal with this just because we got kids? Why
That's true.
do why do we feel we have to stay in something when we don't have to stay? Why do we have to stay in misery?
And that's true. I feel like for the ones that didn't, the women that didn't grow up with a dad, when they're with a man that the father of their kids, they just want their kids to have a daddy so
Mhm.
bad too. They put their stuff on the back burner so their kids
Mhm.
can be happy. A lot of women do that.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Mhm. That was me. That's what
Yeah.
that was me. I was that girl, like I said, my dad died when I was 2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have really no recollection, of my dad, except for
Yeah.
pictures. And the high respect that my mom, would talk about my dad. And
Yes.
it was times where, I felt I was disappointing my mom because she would always say that, when my dad passed, he told her, don't you have no man over my kids that can't take care of my kids the way I take care of my kids
Okay.
and
Yeah.
you. Not just my kids. He said, take care of my kids and you. And my mom pushed this story on me that when she met my dad, you know what I'm saying, they met in a little, a little hole in the wall, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he came up to her and asked her what she wanted to drink. And she was just like a champagne, this is back in the day.
Yeah.
She was just like, I want a champagne. She said the champagne maybe cost $3.
Okay.
My dad the the bartender a $50 bill and told the
Mm.
bartender to give my mother the change.
Okay,
And my
daddy.
mom and my mom was just like, no, here you go. This yours. And my mama say, you never supposed to give a man change back. Period. And if a man asks for his change back, you need to leave him. And my dad walked away. And my mama was just like, well, dang, okay. You know,
I know
and
that's right.
because my mom, and my mom, she wasn't one, she had kids late, you know what I'm saying, 24 and 25. My mom
Okay.
wanted to
Yeah.
live a little bit. So when I came around, here I go having children young, 19. That's when I had my first son. I was 19. I'm like, damn, I done
Yeah.
already let her down already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even get to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that always stuck with me. And it's amazing that it stuck with me because, even though I knew that story, I still lost myself once I got
True.
pregnant and got in this marriage. But then once I decided to leave, that story started to make more sense to me.
Yep.
It started to make way more sense to me. And now I don't put up with anything. And
Me
the man
either.
I got now, he is basically, if I could say, he is like a spitting image of my daddy,
Okay.
like I, so women, they out here. Trust and believe they out here.
They're out here. You just have to search for them and try not to find them off social media because those men being everybody DM.
Hmm.
Don't find a man off social media. I mean, I know that's the new way now, but baby, this man being everybody DM.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Seeing, I think you first. Oh, there you go.
I don't know what happened. I guess my Wi-Fi, Cox, get it together, Cox.
I feel you, girl. I got them too. They been getting on my
Yeah.
last nerve. I said I was gonna call
Yes.
and cuss them out today because my cable is acting crazy.
Yeah. See, I have internet and it's like, and my bill fluctuates. I'm like, hold on now. Why is it this price and then it go up? And I'm like, I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe my boys, they're gamers, so maybe they're like going over, but I have unlimited, so I don't know.
Yeah, same here, Trent. I totally understand because they do the same thing
Yes.
with me too. 1 minute is 150, then the next is one. I don't, child.
I'm
I just
like, I
just work,
just work. Please
just
just work.
work.
Well, I had a great conversation with you guys. We shall do more of these. Y'all give me some like ideas of what we should do next or how many times a week we should do it. And also, if you want to promote your YouTube channel, you can come on here and we'll do a segment with that. Look, I'm all open for anything.
Yeah,
But I like this. I
definitely.
think this works for me.
I like this too.
Yes, I really do. I really like this.
These are, I think these are, really good. I think, being able to, instead of, because we see so much negativity,
Yes.
on this social media, we see, especially with us going in on each other and stuff like that,
Yes. Yes.
and it's like, even though, and I know, because I used to love her at one point, and now that
Yeah.
she's gotten so big, it's just like she has completely changed from being that motivational person she was. And I wish she would go back to that, because
Yeah.
it's important with as big as a following as she has. You know
It's
what I'm
very
saying?
important. It's important, and I'm not gonna speak on it too much, but do you think that the situation that was said, the lady claimed, do you believe that?
Yes.
You believe it?
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh.
yeah. I totally believe it. I you wait, because you can't make up a cash app receipt.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he need his butt whooped because you know you a target. Why would you bite the bait, sir?
why
Why would you
would
bite the
you?
bait?
Why? And
Like you
then
need to think about your wife and how she gonna feel, how she gonna look out here. But instead, you think it was something else.
did you see the I mean, the other receipt that she showed about the hurricane? She is
Oh
still
yeah,
in touch with him. Like, I
yeah,
mean, I think at this point, now she's just entertaining it
I think
because
so.
it's content for her,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think
But
so.
the thing that touches me the most is when she get on here, she dog him out. She say he don't love her,
Yeah.
and and then you right back in it. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
nothing
what's confusing to
positive.
me
It's not,
because
the message is not the message is not good. And then when I read the women comments and the women that's encouraging her to stay in that, that's what
yeah.
get me.
Well, sometimes it's just sometimes you have these friends and these people who are just what you call them, yes people or
Yes,
whatever.
yes, people.
Yes, man. They just whatever she say they gonna do. She already said if I like my man today, y'all like him. If I don't like my man tomorrow, y'all don't like him. And it's actually loyal fans out there who rocking with that.
Yeah,
So I
that's why I
mean,
say, we need more of these, kind of uplifting, or these, shows where it's
yes,
like, I understand you're scared to leave, but
yes,
just know you will be okay if you leave.
she
Because,
will.
like somebody said in the comments, a peace of mind, you cannot beat a peace of mind.
You cannot beat a peace of mind.
You can't beat
And
it.
we're not telling her that it's going to be easy because it's not going to be easy. It's going to
Mm-mm.
be very hard. She's going to have days but she probably can't get out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just want to be alone. But it will get better. It
Yeah.
will, because it's either you're going to continue to feel this way or
Mm-hmm.
you're going to let it go and get better and heal.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Mm-hmm.
know it's not. They've been together forever. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to be easy, but it's possible.
Possible, definitely. I want to be like, I'm that living, walking testimony. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm 40. I just turned 44 in April.
Okay.
And it wasn't until last year that 43, that I actually found got this good man in my life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it may not happen how they say, it may not happen, he may not come when you want
You
him,
won't
but he go be there
always
right on time.
time. He's
You
always
know
on
what I'm
time.
saying? And I feel a lot of times that sometimes God, if you're not ready to accept it, he's not going to put a good person in your life. He's not going
That's
to put
true.
a good person in your life
Yeah,
so you can make their life miserable.
you have to be open, willing, and ready.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not saying jump in another situation,
Mm-mm,
but
totally not.
just like she needs to uh, find herself again. I've been like that before. I'll be like, wait a minute, I
Mm-hmm.
got to get back to reality, baby, because I'm seeing what I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing. I have to tell myself, girl, you seeing.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
she has to love herself first. She has to love herself.
Mm-hmm.
And like if she keep letting him tell her he don't love her, he complains about, how she dressed. I'm like, wow,
Mm.
you've been with this woman for
Oh my
years. You have
God.
all these kids and you sit up and you downplay the mother of your children that push your children out. Come on
That
now. But you
is
over here
so.
glorifying and being
Mm.
all nice to these new chicks who ain't been with you since
Mm.
the bottom. It's crazy.
Exactly. That is so heartbreaking. And it just takes me back to that space where I was in my marriage,
Yeah,
and the disrespect and just the low self esteem that he was, you know, going. It was to a point, girl, I couldn't stand really to go home. I didn't want to go home. I
yeah,
didn't want to go. I really did not want to go home sometime. I used to stay at work late. I used to be like, nah, I'm gonna stay with a duty section. I wouldn't go home till like 9 o'clock, when I know the kids is sleeping, you
yes,
know, he was, about to get in the bed or whatever, because, it was just bad. It
yeah,
was just bad. And that's a really bad place to be in. So it's like, I really want to encourage, women to, I understand y'all love these influencers and y'all see, but it's okay to leave.
It's
You
okay.
don't have to stay.
You don't. You don't have to stay.
You don't have to tolerate nobody cheating on you. You don't have to tolerate nobody beating and knocking on you. You don't have to talk. You don't have to put up with no verbal, no emotional. You don't have to put up with any of that.
That emotional is the worst.
Ooh, girl, that's
Emotional,
hmm, hmm, hmm,
mental.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay.
It can tear you down if you're not strong.
Oh yeah, it definitely can.
It
It
will tear you
definitely
down.
can. Mm-hmm.
You know, you love this man, and this man's telling you all the bad things about you,
Girl.
and it's like you need to check yourself, homeboy, because you with me. I got all these bad qualities, but you with me.
Okay.
So what does that say about you as a man?
Okay. And then for the daughter to, cause he heard the daddy say, "Child, you better stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me. My hair stank.
Yes, that. Oh my God.
You laying up under me every night, and you mean to tell me you gotta have my daughter got to come to me and tell me what you said about
It
me?"
yeah. Now that's terrible. That's terrible.
Women, y'all don't have to put up with it. I'm sorry, y'all. This is tequila talking now. I'm
Ah!
I told you I had this bonnet on and I was sipping, honey.
Look, maybe I should have got me a little drink. So on the next podcast, I will have me a little something. I don't know. I might, cause I might get a little loose.
That's
I
what
want
it
you.
is. Cups in conversation, or
Hey,
or
look,
chats in
real conversations,
conversation.
real convos with real people, keeping it real.
Hello.
You see, I won't let my hair down. I'm so used to doing Facebook and YouTube teaching. I want y'all to see me for me. I really want to talk to y'all and let y'all see me. Y'all watch me on
Hmm.
YouTube, but I want people to know me for me.
Yeah, I've been following you since what that was. I seen you do that. I think it was Keisha K or T or something
Oh my
like that.
goodness!
Yeah, I've been following you a while before. Yeah, before you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I've been following you. I've been a
Oh,
sub. I've been a sub for a minute. You
so you
know.
wanted the originals?
Yeah, I've been a
Okay.
I've been a sub for a long.
Hey, girl, look.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was Keisha K or some T. I can't remember, but I know it had something to do with her. Yeah.
That makes
Hmm.
me so happy to hear that. I'm like so happy to hear that.
Yep. So see, to see you are study growing, and you're actually, giving back to smaller platforms. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying? I
I'm
love it.
growing slowly. I do get aggravated. I'm like, why can't I grow? But I cannot. I keep worrying about other people's channels.
Mm-hmm.
I be like, seeing you can't do that. Your
Mm-hmm.
time will come. Just
Mm-hmm.
hold on. Just wait. And to hear that you've been following me since Keisha K or like really
Yeah.
makes me
I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one.
well, I'm sure, but no one has. I'm so happy. I'm excited
Uh-huh.
about that. So, where are
Well,
you
I'm
from?
glad.
Are you
Huh?
from Boston or something?
No, I'm actually from Miami. I'm from Kansas City, from the bottom.
Oh, because you kind of sound like Boston. I don't know.
Child, I
'Cause-
got a I got a funny accent because I got this Miami. Then I was in Virginia for a long time.
oh, okay,
Yeah, because I
okay,
left Miami when I was 18. So I spent the other half of my life in Virginia. So I probably
okay.
got and then I got this
But,
list.
but you know what though? I when you say Miami, I hear Miami.
Yeah,
I hear it.
totally from Kansas City. So
Spiritualist
yeah.
said, "I'm having my wine." Grown folks chatting.
Hey.
Hey. Carolyn said, patience, congratulations. Thank you. Brenda, if you're still here, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Me plus three. Hey, girl. Sharice. I hope I said it right this time. Hey, girl.
Hey. Hey, yeah, we just over here chatting, but
We just
yeah,
over here chatting.
I know you gotta go because you got your family and stuff,
Yes,
child. It's
I
eight
do.
o'clock.
Yes, I definitely have to get that going. So I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed this podcast. I really enjoy talking to all of y'all. Thank you so much, Nikki, for getting on here with your girl. We must and we shall do this again. This is the
Yeah.
beginning. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
try to get me a different little setup for my little podcast, to keep the little vibe and little mood.
Mm-hmm. And next time, I probably have my little hair done and stuff. You
Okay.
know, I may just come up with a bonnet still.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I really enjoyed talking to you tonight. I really enjoyed talking to all of y'all. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta check
Good
on the
night.
kiddos. So until next time, your girl
Good
Sid is out.
night. Bye.
Bye, guys. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Good night, guys.